Alright, since my other video today was about shit I hate, I'm going to do one about things I like. I like good beer. I love to smoke, but I had to quit smoking, so I use this as a crutch every now and again. Anyway, let's talk about guitar shit. Picks. For probably 15 or 20 years I used these type of picks. 1mm Delrin picks. My favorite pick. And then, I don't know, about 10 years ago, I discovered an old Buckethead there. Turns out he plays these little jazz picks. I picked up a box of them and instantly fell in love with them. Big difference in size. And then I found the jazz pick in Delrin. They're both pretty cool picks. I like this one. It just doesn't seem to have the attack that Delrin has. But it's nice and thick, which I do like. I use the 1.4s. And these are 1.38. Cool picks. Great picks. Nice and sharp. Really nice and sharp point on them. Compared to these dull points. Straps. Same thing. An old Buckethead. He used the stretch strap. #1 stretch strap. Of course, me being only 5'7", had to modify it. Had to cut some off. I used that strap button hole. Shaler strap locks. Then I had to punch another hole in it so it would fit me. I don't like my guitars hanging real low. Really awesome straps. You got a heavy ass guitar like a Les Paul or something else really heavy, you use one of these. You'll be amazed. They're like $20. Big deal. And I've had this one, shit, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. Still strong as hell. Alright, let's talk amplifiers. Gotta remember to look right here. I'm a Fender guy. I like Fenders. And I'm all solid state. Fuck tubes. Too damn expensive and they're too damn heavy. And like all you guys say, how many people really pay attention to that shit when you're playing? When you're live in a band and really loud and everything, everybody's jamming, do you really hear the freaking tubes? Maybe. Probably. But I don't give a fuck. I like my solid state stuff. Let's see if I'm trying to do this without jiggling you around. Fender Deluxe 85. I forget what I paid for it. It wasn't much. $125 or something at I think it was Lang Music, Columbus, Ohio. And then great little practice amp, Fender 25R. Got it for cheap too. I used to work at a music store for a year. And of course got my salesman discount. Got it for cheap. Got that for dirt cheap. Got a bass amp for it on eBay. I think I paid $1.25 to my door for that little Rumble 25 bass amp and a Dean. It's some kind of Dean bass guitar. It was a piece of shit. I ended up selling it and picking up this PV instead, which I really like. I love the neck on it. It's a cheap PV. Cheap ass PV bass, but it plays nice. The neck is nice. It could use new pickups someday. Let's see what else here. Oh yeah, the big boy. We got Fender Rock Pro, which I guess you could say is kind of a tube amp. It's what they call, I guess, a hybrid. It's got one 12AX7 in the distortion preamp side. I like it. Yeah, Fender 412 cab. It rocks. Say hello, Buckethead. I showed you my drum kit before. Some odd and end pedals I got over here that I don't use right now. Zoom bass pedal. It's actually a pretty cool delay. I got it for dirt cheap too. I don't think I paid 20 bucks for it. It sounds great. It's a great little delay pedal. My pedal board. Tube Screamer. Blues Overdrive. DOD envelope filter. That is the coolest envelope filter I've ever used. I've tried a couple different Boss envelope filters. Had a Qtron, which I hated. I hated it. I mean, electro-harmonics is supposed to be the shit, but I hated that envelope filter. This one is freaking awesome. That is my favorite distortion pedal. Super Overdrive SD1. Fender, believe it or not, it's a Starcaster chorus pedal. And it's actually a really nice chorus pedal. I got that from Target. I found it online. I paid $12 for it, brand new from Target, because they screwed up. It should have been, I don't know, 40 bucks or something. And they fucked up when they put it in there. And I got it for 12 bucks. Score. Morley. Bad Horsey. I like the Morley pedals because you don't have to switch them on. You just put your foot on there and it goes. And the Bad Horsey, you know, you got you can either use it in the default position or hit the button and, you know, adjust the contour and the level of it. So you got almost like two wah pedals in one there. The Supercharger. Figured out one day I had all this noise coming through, you know, because I run this through my effects loop, and I run the Sonic Stomp through my effects loop, and I should actually have the chorus going through my effects loop, but all this other stuff, it's going, you know, directly into the input of the amp. But when you're running, you know, stuff like that, you got one side going to the effects loop and one side going direct, you get a lot of noise. Unless you use a power supply like that. That fixed it. The Sonic Stomp. If you don't have one, get one. It'll blow your frickin' mind. It'll turn a first act amplifier into a fucking monster. I'm exaggerating, of course, but you will be amazed. Best pedal on my board. Now I've got favorite pedals, but that son of a bitch, I will never have a pedal board without one. Yeah, this is my longest video ever. Alright. Got my little Rogue mandolin. Got that about 12 years ago from a musician's friend. They were running a special. I think I paid $39 for it. The uke, they were running a special on it that day too. I got it for $19. And it's a nice little uke. And the fret edges are all nice. It plays nice. It's cool. I'd like to have a bunch more of them actually. I've showed you this one before on other videos. Thanks to Randy Shartiger for identifying it for me. It's a Sears Roebuck, which you can clearly see now, the S and R right there. And I showed you the PV bass. And that's a cheap old, back here we got the classical guitar. It's an electric. And it's made by Carlo Robelli. I picked that up at Sam Ash. Scratch and dent. I think I got it for $50 or something. It needed a lot of work. I had to, smooth out the fret edges and give it a severe setup. It was fucked up, but I got it working pretty good. It's kind of hard to play though. It's got a really wide neck and really fat neck. And I've showed you my Strat Acoustics before. And that was the first one I bought. And then I found this monstrosity on eBay. I paid $69 to my door for that. Could not believe I got it for $69. And then I did a search on Google, and I cannot find one. I can find teleacoustics with this pattern, but I cannot find one single Stratacoustic with this Paisley pattern on Google+. And like I showed you in another video, it is signed by Alice Cooper with a certificate of authenticity. And I think this one actually sounds better than this one. I've got this one tuned to open C now. Tried to. It's taking some getting used to. And then my Ibanez S540 LTD. I bought this brand new in 1992. It's my favorite guitar. Freaking neck on it is razor thin. But I love it. I love that guitar. And the pickups in it, which I've explained before. Since I like this guitar so much, when I got that one, I ended up finding a set of these pickups on eBay for $50 and put them in here. F2 is a tone zone with slightly more output. The F1 is a breed, identical to a breed, according to a website. And I forget what this is supposed to be. I believe it's a stacked. So it cancels the hum out. And I put got a brass block in it. And I do think it actually helped a little bit. Now, it could all be in my head, but I do think it helped with sustain. It's definitely heavier. I mean, I could feel it when I put it in, from the other block. The other block was like half the size, and it was, that pot metal shit. Sorry about all this shakiness. And then I've showed you this one on another video. Of course, I've got the kill switches in all of them. That's a really cool guitar. It's a cheap guitar, RG-120. I think they were $200 and some brand new for Guitar Center. They were run for Guitar Center, a special run for them. Really sweet ass little guitar for dirt cheap. You know, I've done a lot of mods to it. Scalloped fretboard, racing stripe, kill switch, Wilkinson, locking tuners, which actually were already on there when I got it. Whoever had it put those on there. This doesn't have the Shalers. This has, what are these, Dunlop? I think those are Dunlop. Yeah, Dunlop strap locks. I think I like the Shalers better, but I ain't complaining. They work. In case you're wondering, that thing right there, if you look at it right, it's my initials. Who cares, right? Big fucking deal, Harry. And we are in the bear cave. This is not the man cave. This is the bear cave. You know, we got a little chord chart up here. A little scale chart. Got my little sunglasses I made. Did they show up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a goofball. I think that about covers it. In light of my salty video I posted earlier, I figured I'd put something on here positive. Peace, brothers and mothers. Cheers. It's good. I forgot a couple things. Dead eyes. Anyway, I forgot my Strat stuff. Not really Strats, but let's see, we got the Affinity. Where the hell's the camera at? There we go. Affinity Square. It's got a roller nut. Now, this was an eBay purchase too. I got this to my door for $1. Like $1.20 to my door. I stole the damn thing. I don't know. I get these deals on eBay. I'm very I'm a good eBayer. Let's put it that way. Brag on myself. Roller nut. Locking tuners. Affinity Strat. Squire. It needs some fret work. Cool pick guard. It's got the, I forget what you call them, but it's got like a notch right there. There's a notch in the tone, and that's actually got a notch at the top. You know, at number 10 it notches and like catches on that one. And the volume, yeah, that's normal. I think what it is the notch on this tone, like right there at the notch, is normal, and then this is like a treble boost. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Any other mods on this? Yeah, I don't even know what kind of pickup. It might have some killer pickups in it. I don't freaking know. But the frets, whoever had it before, the frets are flat. They need crowned big time. And actually what I'd like to do is one day put new frets in it. That's one thing I haven't done is a fret job, and I need to learn how to do it. And this would be a good guitar to learn how to do it on. Of course, it's got the stretch strap too, as do all my electrics. Oh yeah, here's my Vantage Strat copy. It's very light. I mean, 5 pounds, I bet. But it sounds more like a Strat than my Affinity does. Where is it? whatever. In my opinion, it's got that quack. That Strat quack. Whereas the Affinity doesn't. So, I don't know what's up with that. This guitar was actually a supposed friend of mine who I sold a pedal to, and he never fucking paid me for it, but he left his guitar here, so I'm going to take the guitar as payment, since he won't contact me. Some friend, eh? I sold him a whammy pedal, which I miss dearly. It will be replaced soon, but I do like this, I like it better than my Affinity. I'm going to eventually put for sure put a brass nut on it, if not a roller nut. And, I don't know. If I can find a good deal on some pickups, maybe a good deal on a vintage bridge with the stamped out saddles versus the blocks. I'd like to put those in there. Now, I didn't show you that, of course. And I got another piece of shit guitar back here too. It's a Rogue acoustic guitar. I bought that for my daughter a long time ago, and well, she never picked up on the guitar, so it's mine now. I don't play it. I had a Washburn spruce top acoustic that I gave to my son. So that's all my acoustic guitars. They're all shit. I like playing my Strat acoustics. Alright, that's just an update. Peace again.